I've learned over the last 5 years or so that yes, there is a relationship between your mind and the physical world in which you live. I could have learned that less than 5 years ago if I had had a more empowering story about myself and the fact that I was a C student at Sciences. Neville Goddard talks about it in his book Out of This World. In it, he says, the cornerstone on which all things are based are on man's concept of himself. If man had a different concept of self, he would act differently. A change of concept of self automatically alters the future. My concept of myself kept me on this path where I was so confused about why my life didn't look the way I wanted it to look. I didn't understand that there was a link between my thoughts and feelings and the results that I was having in my life. So I after reading Neville Goddard's book, I decided to test this new concept for myself. He was always an advocate for testing things out and not just accepting things because somebody said so. So I wanted to see if this concept was correct. I started with small things like green traffic lights and good parking spots. And when I started to see results with those smaller things, I started testing it with things that I thought would be more challenging, like thinking about a person and then having that person call or text you, or deciding to take a nap and not setting the alarm clock, but deciding beforehand what time you wanted to wake up. And I would find that my body would just wake up naturally. So this was great, right? And I'm thinking, wow, this is fabulous. Then I watched an Uncle Steve Harvey video where he talked about a verse in the Bible. And it says, you don't have what you want because you do not ask God for it. And then he encourages people to ask God. So I thought, oh yeah, why not ask for the big, hairy things that, I don't know how to do. And when they happen, I can't just say, oh, well, that was just a coinky-dink, or, oh, well, that was just a fluke. Can I tell you guys that it works? Even for big, audacious things, it works. If you've ever felt stuck in your life, or you feel like your life doesn't match what you know, that you're capable of, metaphysics, I think, is the missing links. Thoughts are things. So my goal in making this video was just to encourage others to have an open mind and embrace new concepts. Metaphysics underpins the very fabric of our reality. And the fact that nobody teaches you this information, I think, is because only a select few people know about it. This is information that you need to seek and understand for yourself, because nobody's coming to save you. And when you come across information like this, please don't be like me and assume you don't need to know. I encourage you to have an open mind, ask questions, and be willing to entertain ideas that just seem so contradictory to what we have been brought up to believe is the truth. If you're new to metaphysics, I'm going to leave links to 2 books below in the description below. They are simple to read and understand, and I think you'll find them really helpful. Like, those are the books that I started with, and once I started applying what they were teaching, I noticed an improvement in my life. So don't be like me, and keep searching out there for what needs to be fixed up here. So the first book is by Neville Goddard, It's a collection to all of his books, and the other one is by Dr. Joseph Murphy. Okay, that's it. I'm Kudzai. Thanks for listening. Thanks for your attention. Until next time.